And tonight we're going to talk all about how to have a voiceover demo that's going to get you noticed and get you work. And we got a great group of people on the line as always, friends old and new. So happy to see you all came out for us this evening. We're going to make it worth your while as we always strive to do. So this is how to have a voiceover demo that will get you noticed and get you jobs. Please turn your phone off so you can give us your undivided attention. Just a quick reminder, because you're going to meet some students who have recently completed their demos. You're going to hear excerpts from their coaching sessions and meet the coaches who help them, and that would be Ann and David. And if you've never been to one of my webinars before, would you come in the chat and type first time so we can welcome you? It's a good spotlight training to come if you've never been here before. So you see the chat, and let's welcome. Who do we have here? We have,
First
look at
time.
this list of folks, Wayne and Jocelyn and Johanna and Donna. I lost track there. Help me out, Donna. Mark,
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place here.
Katrina,
Hang on.
Greg,
Some people,
Melrose.
some people are replying to other threads saying it's their first time. We're gonna try and catch you all, guys.
Anyway, we get it. You guys are so welcome. We're so happy to have you here this evening because this presentation is for two types of people. Beginners will understand how to get your first voiceover demo produced in just about 90 days from now with a proven coaching and demo production package. More experienced people will understand how to produce an additional or updated demo to help you go from where you are to where you want to be in voiceover. So there are several types, four main types of voiceover demos. We got your broadcast demo, we got your non-broadcast, the audiobook, and all of the above in Spanish. So broadcast demos are commercials, which are now heard anywhere and everywhere on the air, on the internet, in gas stations, you name it, anywhere where they can stick advertising, in the supermarket, in the drugstore, on specialized networks. You've got political commercials as well. And non broadcast is e learning, medical narrations, phone prompts, explainer videos, sales videos, and on and on and on. Anything that corporate America can think of, that comes into that category. Those samples go on those types of demos. Audiobook demos are clips, though. This is unusual. While the other demos are compilations of samples, an audiobook demo is clips of you reading a full 1 minute sample of 3 or more different books. There's no music. You can have different genres like fiction, nonfiction, etc. Different characters interacting with one another in drama, love scenes, fight scenes, etc. You will need to show that you're capable of reading voices of the opposite sex, which is a challenge. You're not going to use a falsetto voice if you're a guy. You're not going to deepen your voice if you're a woman, but you're going to use specialized techniques to intend a voice the opposite sex or a much younger, much older person. And then you got specialty demos like cartoon demos, video games, demos in other languages, especially Spanish, TV promos, radio imaging. But we advise all of our students to keep it simple with one or more of the big three: broadcast, non-broadcast, and audiobook demos. So let's start by talking about the anatomy of a voiceover demo. Like I said, except for the audiobook demos, they're short. Our demos that we produce are 90 seconds long, no longer, and they are fully produced with music and sometimes sound effects. They're professionally recorded in your home studio, actually, and we teach you how to do that. And our coaches, like Ann and David here, will direct you remotely in your home studio. So, question we get is, well, can I just produce my own demo? Well, you could, but let me ask you this: can you cut your own hair? So the five biggest newbie demo mistakes are self-produced and directed. So listen, guys, this is the piece that is going to get you work, actually. It's absolutely required in voiceover to have a professionally produced demo. And the challenge is you can't direct and act at the same time. So even those of us who are longtime professionals, we always hire somebody to direct us so we can fully concentrate on being the performer, the actor. So the number one biggest mistake is to try to self-produce and direct yourself. Second mistake, with no background music. When we do our demos, we have special licensed background music we use that highlights the sound of your voice and helps enhance the demo. You're going to hear samples actually tonight in a little bit. Poor audio quality, a boring demo, and poorly chosen scripts that are not appropriate for your voice and are out of date. And the bonus sixth mistake is asking friends, a spouse for their opinion. Because guys, the only opinion that counts is from you, is from the person who, well, writes you the check. We don't get paid by checks anymore, who deposits the funds in your bank account. Let's put it that way. So how do I know when I'm ready to do my demo? Well, you know what? Demos are a work in progress. You're going to have many of them over the course of your career. You will update your demo periodically. They're not one and done. So you should do your demo, you should wait long enough, but not too long. So we actually have a whole process that we use. We'll tell you about it shortly, which involves 5 private coaching sessions with one of our coaches. And we've been able to get great performances from people with that process. So as soon as you can, but not too soon. And really, ultimately, who's going to tell you is going to be the market when you put your demo out there. And you might tweak it, you might adjust it over time. So let's meet some of our featured coaches and listen to some short excerpts from a couple demo coaching sessions. Let's start with Anne. Hey, Anne in Boulder. How are you?
Hello.
So I met Anne when 2018, right, Anne? We met then.
It was long before that.
Oh, really? You're dating us. Well, listen, I want to tell you a little bit about Anne. Anne spent 20 years as an actress in New York and LA. She actually was on Sex and the City, and she worked in TV, film, theater, and sang in clubs. And when you moved to New York, Anne, you and I met, actually it was 1995. It was a while before that. You
Yeah.
took her to my boot camp. And then you started booking voiceovers almost immediately, which was so great for you. You've been working full time as a voice artist since 2018, and you have clients worldwide. And we're so happy to have you as one of our demo coaches on Team Great Voice, and it's cool.
It's a pleasure to be here. And yeah, that was a very fortuitous meeting that we had 30 years ago.
Of course, we haven't aged today.
Neither of you.
Yes. So now Karen Kahn. Is Karen on the line?
I think she is. I think I just saw her pop
I
up.
love Karen Kahn. Hi, Karen. Karen came to actually one of our VO First Steps programs, and here she is now. Hi, Karen. Can we unmute Karen a little bit?
I think I unmuted. Yeah, hi.
She's unmuted. Hi, Karen.
Hello. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
Can you pin her, or do we have so many people pinned?
I think we can add a spotlight. There she is.
Hello,
Oh,
Karen.
how cute
Well, I
are
get a
you?
Yeah, I was going to say
spotlight.
adorable
Should I say
hair.
something?
Really
Face
cute.
buns. Aw.
So Karen, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do and what brings you to voiceover?
Okay, let's see. Gotta clear my throat for that. I first have to say tomorrow is my 60th birthday.
Oh, woohoo,
I'm very proud that I've
congratulations.
gotten to that age.
Yay.
But I do have gout. I was telling Anne about that
Oh.
when we had our coaching session. I have gout now, so I'm showing my age. But I'm originally from the Caribbean. My mother's British. Well, she's passed, and my father 2 years passed. He was from Pakistan, and but we were born in and we grew up in the Caribbean, in Trinidad and Tobago. But then we moved to England, and then with his job, we moved different parts of the world, Nigeria and Singapore and all over the world. So I probably have a very mishmash accent, if I might say so. But I'm in healthcare. I told Anne many years ago, I did get into production, radio and television. but I want to be behind the mic or behind the camera. So I really wanted to go into radio, but then I discovered healthcare and I fell in love with that. And I've been doing that for many, many years, but I'm getting into my retirement age area now, age area. So I thought I would try voiceover. I love to speak. I think I have a unique accent. Anne tells me that I told her I worried my accent. I wouldn't get work because my accent is all over the place. But she said, no, I have a unique accent, and we're going for my first demo. We're coaching for that, and going to do medical narration because I feel I have a strong background in that. And you are all so wonderful at Great Voice Company. Every single one of you have been so encouraging, so supportive. I absolutely love it. And I'm excited for the future.
Thank you,
And
Karen.
she's off to a great start. We just started yesterday, and I think she's going to
Yes,
have
my
a
coach is happy
first-rate.
with me, so I have homework. So
Yeah.
Good.
next
we're-
session, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
and
excited.
we've got a video clip that we're going to share with everybody so they can see a little bit of what you guys did. in
Before
your
you do that,
session.
Donna,
Mhm.
though, I want to just mention that, Karen, you went through our home studio masterclass, right?
I did. Oh my gosh, I love Ron. I don't know if he told you, but I told him on our last day. I said, Ron, I want you to come and do home studio masterclass every week. He's like, oh my gosh, I don't think Susan will pay me to do that. I said, that's okay, I'll pay you. I said, I'll pay you.
Do
We'll
a
do
private
it.
home studio masterclass for me.
I loved it. It was everyone. Mike can tell you, Shively, it's amazing. You learn so much. It's awesome. Awesome.
That is
Everyone, please do home studio masterclass.
well, that's great, Karen. And actually, we require it. So
Yes.
for you to do our demo, and it's part of the demo package. That's why
Yes,
I
that's
brought
true.
that up,
Yes,
Karen.
yes.
So
Yes.
for Karen to get to where she is with Anne now, starting on the demo itself, she did take the home studio masterclass and got certified, which is what we do with you when you take that course.
Yes, I have my little certified stamp and everything. I'm so
Yeah.
proud of it.
Yes, you should be. So that what that means is that we carefully listen to the sound that you're after taking the course,
Mhm.
the sound files you produce in your home studio, and certify that they are broadcast quality and give you the green light then to start working with your coach,
Absolutely.
which
Yeah.
enables you to record your demo
It
from
does.
your professional
Very helpful.
demo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So now, Donna, we can play a little bit of that
Yes, now
coaching
I
session.
can-
It's a video, right? A Zoom video.
Yeah, I've got a video. I can take over the share.
Okay, so I should stop
Mhm.
share. Let me stop. share.
Yeah.
Hold on just a sec. Okay. I did.
Okay. So now I can share and share my sound. And you should be seeing Anne and Karen on your screen.
Okay, so this
Okay.
was Karen's first coaching session with Anne. We're going to play
Very
an
first.
excerpt.
Absolutely.
How long
I-
is this excerpt?
About
2
a
minutes?
2.5 minute clip. Yeah, about 2.5 minutes here. Okay.
That's what, and then for somebody like me, who is not American, who does not speak with an American accent, I'm not American. I have to always make sure I'm saying it the way the American audience would expect it to be said. So,
Well, it's like what I brought up in the training that,
Mhm.
you'll see on YouTube, you'll see the AI generated ones, which drive me crazy because
oh my
nobody
gosh,
talks
it's
like that.
scary.
And then you get a lot of them have a British pronunciation. And I know I can't use that because it's not how American healthcare professionals are going to say it. So I look for, somebody speaking about it in a presentation or a TED talk or where they're being interviewed about this new technology or whatever. That's where I look for it because
Oh, I
that's
love TED Talks. Have you looked at Med Talks?
Yes.
Oh, I love those. I love
Yeah.
those.
Let's do this again and then we'll move on to the last one.
Okay. But did I say Lipitor? I said,
You
did I
said
say it
Lipitor.
right?
Yes,
I
you
said
were
it right.
correct. Yeah.
Okay. I was frozen. Oh. Rare cases of, sorry again. Rare cases of rhabdomyolysis have been reported with Lipitor and other statins. Tell patients to promptly report muscle pain, tenderness, or weakness. Predisposing factors include advanced age, 65 and older, uncontrolled hypothyroidism, and renal impairment. Patients with a history of renal impairment merit closer monitoring. In cases of myopathy or rhabdomyolysis, therapy should be temporarily withheld or discontinued.
Very nice. This one is clearly peer-to-peer. You took your time with it, but as we get more familiar with it, you may want to tighten it up a little bit, because I find that when I'm doing peer-to-peer, you don't have to spoon feed them. They already know what these procedures are. They know what the names are. They know what you're talking about. So you don't have to like give it to them.
Too much isn't, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
should add
again,
spoon
I wouldn't make it super fast. That's not helpful, but just a little more briskly, if that's the right word.
feed. Okay, I
But
understand.
but again, that will come over time. That doesn't have to happen this week. So very nice.
Okay. So Donna, let me grab the, well, I guess we can. you
Turning
can
it back
share.
over to you. You got some.
Okay, great. So
And
just
I'll
so
pull up
people
next.
understand what Anne was talking about when she was saying peer to peer. So Karen is working on a medical narration demo, correct? Or an e-learning
Yes.
demo with some
Yeah.
Medical narration.
narration spots. And in medical narrations, guys, there are two types of narrations. One is what we call peer to peer, which was the script that Karen was reading, where you're talking to another medical professional. And as Anne says, you don't want to spoon feed it because they know what they're talking about. They know the material. And then peer to patient would be if Karen were speaking to a patient newly diagnosed with high blood pressure or high cholesterol, for example, that would be counseled about, diet and exercise and things like that. So Anne points both of those out to Karen. But that was really great, Karen. I thought you're off to a great start. And of course, in the
Thank
rest
you.
of the session, and these are approximately 30-minute sessions, you kept working on the same script, did you not, Karen?
I had a few. I had different
scripts.
ones Anne gave me, yes. So you're going to keep working on them, yes.
And how did it feel to you as you went through from, say, the first reading you did with Anne to subsequent readings?
Well, I felt a lot more confidence because I'm very hard on myself, perfectionist, Virgo perfectionist. So Anne she sent me the scripts like the night before, so I didn't go into it too much. I just read through to make sure I could pronounce everything, because that's the thing with medical narration. You want to be able to pronounce things correctly. And we discussed that as well. And but I know she wants me to learn to cold read too. So don't overanalyze things. But from the beginning to the end, I felt a lot more confident, and Anna's wonderful. I love her.
Thank you.
Karen. That's great,
I'm
Karen.
excited to continue. Yeah.
Wonderful. I can't wait to hear. I will hear the finished product, as I always do.
Because
We
you're the
have,
boss.
She's off to
Yeah.
a fantastic start. It's
that's
going to be a
great,
great
Karen.
demo.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Good stuff. And anything else you want to share about working with Karen, or how when you work with your demo students?
Um, this was a good example of a first session where you're just getting comfortable with the scripts, making some initial choices, getting comfortable with the language, particularly if you're doing medical narrations, and her having a healthcare background is just a huge benefit to something like that. But it's fun. It's fun as well. I thoroughly enjoy when somebody's starting on a new project.
Yeah, that's clear. And just so that people know, we don't do cookie cutter demos. So our
No.
coaches, our four coaches, Deborah is one of them. She's on tonight. Wave, Deborah from LA. Hello. And Andy and David. The first session with your coach is sort of like an interview. They're talking to you to help you figure out which of these three demo types or even something specialized as you're doing with Karen are going to help give you the best possible start. So every session starts with that. And even your talent advisor, before you actually sign up for your demo, is going to have that conversation with you as well. So we really want to make sure that you're properly positioned. Donna, anything you'd like to add to that piece?
Sorry, I'm dealing with tech issues with the next video we're gonna play.
Oh, okay, no problem at all. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay, great. So let me move on here. So I'm going to introduce you to David. Hey, David Brower.
Hey, Susan Berkley.
Yeah, so
And great
Dave,
job with Karen. And Karen, I love your voice.
Isn't
Swear to
it
goodness,
nice?
very
I would
cool
have
voice.
never had guessed that that was your first session. It was great.
Never. David,
Thank
move a little
you. You're going to
closer
make me
to,
blush.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Is that better?
yeah, yeah, you just even, you can come even closer. So we see a little more of you.
Thank
Yeah,
you, David.
that's great, David. Thank you. Perfect. Yeah, so David Brower spent 28 years in radio.
I started when I was 6.
Yeah. And then he got into running an automotive ad agency and lost his job and said, "That's it. I'm going full time into voiceover." Came to me, started coaching with me back in 2008. It took almost everything we offered and then launched his business. And he now has over 500 clients in more than 85 countries. And not to mention, he records audiobooks for Archway, which is a division of Simon and Schuster. And we're so thrilled to have him on Team Great Voices, one of our demo coaches. So, David, tell us, a little bit about what your process is when you work with our students. I hear.
Somebody's talking. There we go.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to acknowledge that I just finished the largest audiobook I've ever done. It was 400 pages.
Whoa!
Oh,
And,
wow.
Congratulations.
and it was about every third page or so had German.
Whoa!
And so I had the script on one monitor, my recording system in the other monitor, and then I had Chat GBT on the third monitor so that I could cut and paste the German words, put it in there, and Chat would tell me how to say it.
Oh, wow! That's so cool.
It
Wow.
was really, it made it so much fun. Anyway, I love coaching probably more than anything I do. It's so much fun, and I'm kind of not kind of I am in my pay it forward time of my life where I've been doing this since 2008, as Susan said, and I've had a blessed career. And if I want to do my best to help people get into this business, enjoy it as much as I have, because there's nothing quite like it, you know. And the people that are in it, you will find as you spend more time with it, the people that are in voiceover are the most giving people you will ever meet. I've never seen anything like it in any other industry that I've been around. So it's really pretty cool. And Susan's assembled such a great team. We're a nice family. We love each other, and it's a great time. So
We do. And this is when we get together because we're like scattered to the four winds. It's
yeah,
all over
yeah,
the country.
all over the country. That's right.
Yeah. It's great. Donna, are you ready to rock
I
there?
am ready. Thanks to my new Easy Fiber internet, I was able to open a whole new program to play this video from, since the Windows Media Player did not like the encoding on the video for some reason all of a sudden.
Wow.
Okay,
But
no
yes.
problem. All right. So in this
Thank-
case, you've got Dave Goodell. Is Dave here?
Paul Goodell.
Paul Goodell, I'm sorry.
It's Paul
I
Goodell,
don't
yeah.
see Paul, so if Paul's here but hiding under a different name,
Raise your hand.
raise your
Yeah,
hand.
I don't think he could make it. He was having some health issues. So
Okay. All
but
right,
he's
David.
doing
So
good.
tell us a little bit about working with Paul in this sample that we're about to hear.
Paul is an interesting guy because he had zero confidence. And he didn't, like most of us, he didn't know what he didn't know about voiceover and, you know, what am I going to do? And as you'll see in this video clip, um, you can see him start to smile a little bit when I acknowledged that he was gaining confidence and how fast he has grown in like the first 3 weeks. It was like day and night. So what I loved about working with Paul was he was very attentive. He took direction beautifully. We had great conversations about analyzing scripts and, you know, who you are, who you talk to, where are you, those kinds of things. And it was just a great time. And we both were thrilled with the demo.
Oh, that's great. So what are we about to hear? Is this a coaching session or the
It's a
final
coach.
demo?
No, it's a coaching session. Yeah.
At what point in the demo process? Do you know which
Would have been probably week 4, I think.
before? And
Yeah.
there are 5 coaching sessions with your coaches, guys. The
Yeah.
6th session is the directing of the coaches there to direct the session. All right. So Donna, I'll stop my share. You can go
Absolutely.
ahead and share.
Good luck, Donna.
Thank you. No, it's all good now. And really, having the fiber optic internet made a huge difference. I would never have been able to open up Wondershare while I was in a video meeting before, so I am loving it. Okay. So I'm just making sure, okay, you guys are seeing my screen. Awesome.
Right, there's David.
And I will.
Started to add more emphasis towards the end when you got to by drought, by flood, by fire, and ultimately by ice. And there you have just a little bit more energy to it. So let's start off that way. Let's make it a little more energy all the way through.
Yeah. They were awesome creatures, the great reptiles of eons past. Modernized, they appear magnificent or grotesque, perhaps even terrifying. In fact, it seems inconceivable that their dominance of the planet could ever have ended, but end it did, at the hands of an even mightier adversary, change. It was, of course, nature that dealt the most severe blows. Over the yawning ages, the great beasts were beset in turn by drought, by flood, by fire, and ultimately by ice. But nimbler, more resourceful species that were able to adapt these catastrophically shifting conditions survived. The colossal reptiles were simply too ponderous, too inflexible to adapt.
Good. How'd that feel?
Yeah, I felt a little bit like it flowed all together, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. The flow. Yeah, that's the key word was flow. It flowed really, really nicely. And again, the way you rewrote a little bit of that made all the difference in the world. So it makes it much easier. I tell you, man, the difference between today and the very first session is like night and day. You're really doing well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, you're really doing well.
I don't know what do you think is, because I'm kind of thinking like, I guess I don't notice it. What do you see as the changes there?
You're getting a little more confidence. You're starting to believe that you can actually do this, which leads to more confidence. And when you have more confidence and you have good instincts, which you have, then you're starting to trust those instincts more. And I don't have to give you any direction other than maybe a little more energy or maybe a little more. I mean, I don't give you any direction from the get go. I trust your instincts. And then the direction I give you is fine tuning.
Well, yeah. So I've I haven't done this before, so I don't know. I mean, if this is like the usual experience or not in terms of coaching, but okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's good, man. Everybody's different. Everybody learns at a different pace. Everybody has or has not instincts. There's many that don't have any instincts at all until they actually do it for several months, and then the light bulb starts to come off a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's about gaining confidence and believability in the fact that you can do this, and you're in a much better place with that today than you were 3 weeks ago.
Okay. That's good to know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So this is great, David. You're coaching him here for what? An audiobook demo?
No, e-learning.
Oh, okay. Sort of like a documentary e-learning thing
Yeah.
for
Yep.
about dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's just such an interesting script because you can read it as a bedtime story for a small child. You can read it as a tourism thing, somebody walking around the museum looking at all these critters. You could use it as a documentary on television. I love the script because it's so visual and you can adapt so many different instincts to it. Yeah, I've had people read it all kinds of different ways. And the last time he read it, all I did was ask him for a little more energy, and he could not have read that any better. He just freaking nailed it.
He
There are
did.
lots of people saying documentaries. His voice is perfect for that.
Yeah.
Walking tour of the museum, all that stuff. So when he watches this video, hopefully over the weekend, he'll get to hear some of that great feedback from the community.
Yeah, I'll make sure he sees it because it's
Absolutely.
I find so much of our work is confidence building,
Yeah.
and it's very satisfying when you see that payoff.
absolutely, absolutely. And then
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but as we started towards the end talking about the confidence, you saw him smile a little bit.
Yeah.
And he never really acknowledges himself. You know, he refuses to pat himself on the back. Like most of us, we are our own worst enemies. And you know, I have a PhD in overthinking, so I totally get that. But when I saw him pause and smile, I was like, damn, that was in fact, I just got goosebumps saying that because that was a payoff. That was really nice. I just enjoy this to death.
Absolutely. Brian Wells, please clarify in the chat. That was not a great voice coach that made you cry every day. So that everyone else knows, a great voice coach did not make you cry every day screaming, be the words. You're not being the words. That's not something we would do.
We don't do
Okay.
that.
That is very important for everyone to know. That was not a great voice coach.
Be the words, Fear. Oh, fun. Okay. Well, nice job, David.
Yeah, thank you. This is you know, somebody's got to do this job. So I guess Ann and Deborah and I and others will do it because and we get paid for it. So, but that, you know, I do it anyway. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's so great. All right, thank you for that. That's great.